What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Logical Dude. So I'm going to start doing like a little Monday morning update, kind of like let you know what I'm doing for the week. Because I don't know, I feel responsible to the Hive Hustler and Hiveless community at this point for just trying to make sure that I keep you guys updated during this transition. So, just kind of letting you know where I'm at with everything. So we are a week or so from starting the mining for the Hivecommerce token. So that's going to start on February 1st. Really excited about that. The next Hive list update is going to be coming as far as like the Hive list stake, the coupon codes and that kind of thing. That's going to be coming February 2nd. Waiting to see if there's going to be any more, purchases of list tokens, purchase and stake to get ready for the calm mining. So, because remember, for the Hivecommerce token, there's no pre-sale, no pre-mine, none of that. It's if you hold Hustler miners, you're going to have a pool of 600 tokens that are going to be issued out a day between all those holders, all stake-weighted voting, or stake-weighted issuance. Then the Hustler dollar is going to have a pool of 400 tokens that's going to be issued out, and then list holders is going to have a pool of 200, and that's all done by just simple supply on the circulating supply of those tokens. So there's less of the Hustler miners, there's less of the Hustler miner, so it gets a bigger pool, the middle one being the Hustler dollar, and then there's more list out in circulation supply, because the original Hustler tokens and miners, like 80% of those supplies were all burned. So, by the original, head of the group. So, I'm trying to really kind of give some kind of use case, to the people that did invest in those tokens and that kind of thing. Don't want to leave you guys hanging. So, if you look at that, you kind of pre-bought some, some miners kind of thing. And with lists, I'm just adding another use case to the top of list. So, because that's my project and I can do it if I want to. So that's what that's all about. So anyway, I was going to work on a CoinLogic video. I was trying to, but man, you know what? It's pre-coffee and it's still kind of early for me on the West Coast. So yeah, I couldn't talk about the markets without some coffee in me first. But what we're going to do is we're going to smoke this bowl real quick. This is some Deadhead. This actually, what I do is I buy these little packs of pre-rolls and I'll dump them out in my little bowl. It's a conserving factor that way. So I can usually get 4 bowls out of one of those little pre-roll joints. So, and they're 0.5 gram joints. So I just kind of sprinkle in, take a few little hits. It's great for like when I'm out doing the deliveries and stuff like that. It's almost like taking little pinch hits, take 2 or 3 hits while I'm out on delivery, and, kind of sets me where I need to be. Because to paraphrase one of my favorite TV characters of all time, and from the Trailer Park Boys, Mr. Jim Leahy, rest in peace, sir. To paraphrase one of my favorite sayings of his, I want to be sober enough to know what I'm doing, but I want to be stoned enough to really enjoy doing it. So yeah, just gotta take you a little hit every now and then. He said he liked to be drunk enough, but I'm not an alcohol guy anymore. Thank God, that was a bad part of my life. I like myself way better as being a stoner. Anyway, so got a lot going on right now. HiveHustlers.com is coming along strong. I'm putting a lot of functionality in that. So what I'm kind of wanting to do with that is I'm really wanting to create like a bridge site. Okay, so I want to be able to bring in new blood, let them come in using like existing social logins or just using like an email address. You can create an account on HiveHustlers.com. There's 2 parts to the community. There's like an activity feed, which is like a traditional, Facebook, Twitter newsfeed kind of situation where you can go on and, chat about stuff. That's all going to be off chain. Then there's a whole like blog section. So you can do like, because this is all built on WordPress. And using the EXXP plugin, that allows you to create your account, and then if you have a Hive account, or if you don't have a Hive account, you can get one created and then put in your Hive information into your profile on the site. So you don't have to have a Hive account to get started on hivehustlers.com. And so that's why I'm calling it kind of a bridge. So it's a way to be able to get people into the ecosystem, without bombarding them with like, hey, okay, you got to do this, and here's your private keys, and keep all this safe, and blah, blah, blah. So before you can even like talk with the community, really. I think that's a big barrier to entry. So what these bridge sites are going to do is kind of like eliminate that barrier. So it allows people to come in, like right now you can sign up with Discord, Twitter, Facebook, WordPress, and GitHub. So you can sign up with those social logins. You can even sign up with a MetaMask wallet. So if you're, if you got friends that have Ethereum or they have a MetaMask wallet, they deal with the ETH world and you're trying to bring them into Hive, this is a good way to do that. So like with, it's not like Leo Finance's infrastructure thing. They got their own thing, and that's awesome. And I wish that they would turn that into a WordPress plugin so that I could use that, because I would totally use that on the site. But, because I am not, an awesome dev, I'm a WordPress guy and I don't have the resources they do, I'm having to do things a different way. But I think this is just a simple way to get people in, make an account, and then when they feel comfortable, they can post to that website. It won't get rewarded as far as crypto at that point, but I am thinking about doing, because I did find a cool plugin called GamePress. And so it gives you a way to, gamify your site where I can give like badges and rewards and stuff like that. So I'm thinking about for, having like a whole reward system on Hive Hustlers that's not necessarily crypto based, but get them into crypto. And like make it to where the points pay out in crypto. So to really like make use of your points, you really need to make a Hive account, so it'll kind of like usher them into it. I don't know. I got a lot of stuff working with it. What I'm also wanting to really do with this is I've already created groups, and you can see it. It's operational. You can go and sign up, but just please know that it's beta right now and haven't really done a whole lot of optimization, so it can be a little slow to load at times, but that's just because I've got everything building right now, and then I'm going to go and clean up and optimize and everything later. But it's just been within the last few days that I've been working on this, and it was just one of those once I got the hivehustlers.com domain, because apparently .ios have a whole different registry company than .coms and .nets, so the process of transferring .ios is different. And yeah, I finally got somebody to answer why I've been waiting 3 weeks for these, for hivehustlers.io and hivebay.io to come over, and it's still not there. So come to find out, .ios are just special. So anyway, learning some lessons there. But yeah, just was excited to grab hivehustlers.com. That domain was available, so I snagged that up and I started building on that. And I'll just forward the .io over to that domain, so I have both of them pointing to the .com. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on. So you can go and check that out, and like I said, it's there. You can go ahead and sign up and start communicating if you want to. Basically, what I'm trying to do is have like an all-in-one site, a place to where you can post like blog post, or you can just do short form, community posting. Again, the short form community posting is all just like, consider that like trying to replace Discord in a way, because how and that's one thing that is kind of like, yeah, you got to go sign up with a Hive account, but to really like chat with everybody, we're all on Discord, so I'm trying to make it like an all-in-one site to where you can come and do all the community chatting and everything that we don't necessarily need filling up the blockchain and taking resource credits up from the blockchain. That kind of stuff can be in the activity feed, the off-chain activity feed. But then you can go and make a full blog post and everything, and you can choose whether you want to send it to Hive or not. Because I have also gotten that feedback, like I said in my last video, from people that I've talked to, and I even heard that feedback from like other, even other crypto people, or even other, just, influencers and stuff, that the reason why that they don't, necessarily think that posting on the blockchain all the time is a great thing is because it's there forever. And you can't remove it and that kind of thing. Now, nobody else can remove it, but you can't either. It's all still there. So there is like a need for posting on chain and off chain. So I'm trying to give like that option, and it's going to be a very, you can see the option that'll be in the post. The post settings, when you're creating that, you'll have a little check mark that says post to Hive, and you can either check it on or off. So that'll be a cool thing. So I'm just trying to create like a really cool way, because, I know a lot of people have said it too, that, and I feel the same way, people don't need to know that necessarily that they're using blockchain. They don't need to know exactly how it's working, or, who's doing what in the background. They just want it to work. And that's what I'm trying to build, is a site that just works for people easily. Like, because with the Hive information, with the EXP plugin, all you have to do is go into your profile. So like once you sign on to your account, you go into the WordPress dashboard, which I've got like a client-side child theme on there, so it's going to look different than just regular WordPress. It's going to be nice, and, it's going to be a nice little UI and everything. But anyway, there's going to be a little profile section that you go in, and you can fill out your profile information, and a whole part of that profile is going to be your Hive information. So you can put in your Hive username and your private posting key, and once you set that, and there's some other settings, like there's preset default tags and things like that you're going to want to put in, and I'm going to tell you which ones are going to be, properly used for the website so that it can link to the communities as well. So we're going to have some default tags that we're going to use. But yeah, you can sign in your Hive information, put your settings in there, and then it's locked in so that anytime you just go, so like say if you use your Twitter account to log on, so every time after that, all you have to do is go, and when you go to log on, you just hit connect with Twitter. You sign in with your Twitter account, and boom, you are ready to go. Your profile's already logged into Hive, and you can communicate on the off-chain thing, or you can write a post on-chain at the same time. You can share your on-chain the posts that you make on-chain. You can share those into the activity feed, so that you can promote them there. And so I'm just trying to build like this all-in-one platform. Hive Hustlers is, of course, centered around entrepreneurs. But I'm going to be doing the same thing with Weedcash. So, with the weedcash.org site. So that's definitely a plan. So once I get all this finished up and I see how it works, I'm going to be wanting to do the same thing with Weedcash, because I feel like that is going to be a great bridge, especially for stoners, man. Come on. Not all stoners are crypto nerds. So if we want to start bringing in some more masses, man, and some more of the people in our wonderful cannabis community, we need to make it a little easier to get in. Especially if we're wanting to deal with dispensaries and stuff like that, we need to have a much better barrier of entry, like a much lighter barrier of entry. So I'm just trying to make it as simple as possible. And, but yeah, the Weedcash site, I'm going to start on that probably in the next month or two once I get some of this other stuff settled down. But yeah, been working really hard on that. So that's pretty much what I've been up to. So this week I'm going to be just continue working on that. Be looking for, just watching these trades that I'm in. And like I said, I'm going to do a after coffee video for CoinLogic. So that'll be talking about crypto markets and talking about my trades and stuff. But yeah, decided too that I'm going to start picking up more DoorDash shifts, because I forgot I had DoorDash paying out to my Robinhood account. So I'm going to have that pay into my Robinhood account, and I'm going to start trading on Robinhood. I'm going to trade, cryptos, commodities, cryptos and then options on commodities. I'm not really going to be playing around with stocks, but I like trading some of the gold ETFs and silver ETFs and stuff like that. Like the MJ ETF. That's I've done really well playing that as far as trying to buy options. So I'm going to use DoorDash, and I'm going to pick up some extra DoorDash shifts to build up that Robinhood account and then start trading. Because the more I can trade and the more I can make some winning trades, the less that I actually have to drive all the time. So, that is that. So anyway, that's it for for right now. Just kind of an update on what's happening. I wanted to talk to you a bit about the hivehustlers.com site, so and kind of like my idea behind it. And so when you go on there, you're not, completely lost. And so yeah, that's what I've got going on for the day. Y'all have a good one. Be cool, be real, abide, and my next video will be on CoinLogic.online profile. You'll be able to find it on coin-logic.com as well. So, peace out, people. Y'all have a good one. Let's hit one more of these together.